Hello there, and welcome to episode 45 of Adventures in Knitting with Jenn. My name is Jenn, and I'm your little host for this knitting podcast where I am talking about everything that I am making and want to make and all that fun stuff. So yeah, it's been 3 weeks since I made one because last week I got sick. I'm still recovering from a really nasty head cold, so I was definitely not in the mood to be podcasting or making video last week. But yeah, feeling much better now, thankfully. And it's really early on the Saturday. It's 8:30 because I have a craft show to go to today. So I wanted to get this done so I could upload it, and yeah, I'll just have a few little things like little hair bandanas and stuff and scrunchies. All right. So let's get into it. What am I wearing? I'm wearing my wildflower tee. This is my favorite, one of my favorite things I've knit. Actually, I really have been happy with almost everything I've made this year so far. But this one is probably going to get worn a lot in the next little while. So yeah, by Tiff Nealon, and the yarn I lost the tags for, so I'm not sure who they were from, but it's really soft and cozy, and I just wear it with, I made it really cropped so I can wear it with this dress. I made it specifically for this pink dress because that would go really nice together. Then I have a linen, it's like a sleeveless, just a regular strap. But this changes the look up. So will definitely be a very frequently worn summer outfit. Well, we'll see. I mean, this is merino. We'll see how I do at home. Up here, it's still spring. Down south, where I live outside of Ottawa. Oh, for those of you who are new. If this is your first time watching me, I am a teacher way up north in Ontario. So I'm up here during the school year, but when I am home, I live outside of Ottawa. Well, broadly outside Ottawa, an hour outside Ottawa. So yes. Up here, it is cold and wet still. We've had a few nice sunny days, but it's a lot of rain and cool, which is perfect. I like it, especially for teaching, because teaching in heat is no joke. So I've been quite happy with the long, cold spring here. But I am looking forward to getting home soon in 3 weeks. And yeah, and a garden. I have a garden this year for the first time. Well, I mean, I've gardened, but they've been my sister-in-law's gardens. Because I used to live with my brother and his wife. But now I have my own house. So I'm excited. You'll probably get some of that content this summer because I just share with everybody. So I will probably include some of that on here too. Yeah. So that's my rambly start to this little episode. I love it. Yeah. So, finished objects. I have a few little ones here. I just did more scrunchies. I just love making them. Do you know what the trick is getting a good elastic? That's the thing I'm on the hunt for. Like this one is nice and loose, so you can be able to, This one is, I can't, that's gonna be, I don't know. Yeah. Might have to be like a decoration. I don't know if you can do it twice because the elastic is so tight, but yeah, so if you're looking for making a scrunchie, I would just highly suggest making sure your elastics are nice and loose because it'll make it difficult to, yeah. Well, let's see. Let's do a, you see, I just woke up and showered, so my hair's all wet. Let's see if I can do it. Oh, I can do it twice. Okay. There's my little, can you even see? Scrunchie. Um, yeah. They're so fun to make. Definitely, I love having them on hand for gifts. And my sisters and sister-in-laws are probably all going to get some this Christmas. Hold on a minute. All right, I'm back. I had to blow my nose really badly. All right, and then this I talked about before. I made one before, but I made two more. Is the wheat headband. So I made one with the Hobie cotton silk, Friends cotton silk. I love it. I mean, you can see the drape, but it's just a simple little eyelet down the middle, little headband. So cute. It's so cute. So, and then this one is in linen, BC yarn. 100% linen, and so it's definitely stiffer, but yeah, so easy to make, and well, yeah, they're so fun. I really like them. I want one in every color. All right. So, the major one. Do you guys always, this is my random thoughts, but I always have a cowlick right here. It just always wants to stand up like that. It annoys the heck out of me. Oh, do you guys have an annoying cowlick in your head that just drives you crazy? All right, the Aine. Aine. Jen, it has to be a dime. Grammar rules say it has to be a dime. Okay, little Bolero cardigan with the puff sleeves. Look how cute they are. So this has been blocked. So I ran out of yarn. So it's not quite as long here as it should be. It's about an inch short, but hopefully that'll be okay. I only did one button. I haven't done the button yet. I haven't sewed it on. But I only put one button in. And I added this black trim because I ran out of yarn, but this is BFL. This was BFL, and this is leftover BFL, so perfect, same kind of yarn. So I really love this project. However, it's supposed to be for a 10-year-old, right? 10-year-old girl, my nephew's little friend. But so I did the size 10 to 12 in the pattern. Yeah. And I measured it after I blocked it, and I have 4 extra inches. So it's probably like a women's small. I mean, her mom's tiny. It probably would fit her mom, but whatever. It's cute. And she can grow into it. Oh, yeah. But I really liked it. It was fun. I forget how much garter stitch eats up yarn. Like, so I probably would have had enough. If it was stockinette, I probably would have had more than enough to make it as long as it was supposed to be, but yeah, I didn't. And the puff sleeves, so cute. So yeah, hopefully she likes it. I'll weave in all the ends and sew on the button later today, and it's done. Yay! And the yarn really softened up after blocking too, which is nice. I was a little worried about that because it's crusty. BFL is crusty. But yeah, the yarn for this was green button jar, I believe. And it's supposed to have stellina in it, like a little gold sparkle, but honestly, you can't tell. No, I can't tell. Can you tell there's gold thread in here? No. But whatever. yeah, that is all my finished objects. I have a lot of whips, of course. Every time I finish an object, I want to cast on everything, so I did. But first, I have a half-finished object. My first sock is done. I have not even started the second one. I love it. I love it so much. So it's the it'll be, oh my gosh, I forget. The Crazy Sock Lady is the designer. Do-si-do, do-si-do, something like that. It's like a play on music. Anyways, I really like the pattern because it's just fun. It's different. I've been doing vanilla socks for like a year. Was bored. So I really enjoyed this, especially with the self-striping yarn. It worked out really great. So please, I'll work on that. Of course, my sister saw a picture and she's like, I want a pair. You know, dang it, I should have. When I was knitting these, I was like, I should make them longer a little bit and just give them to her. But then I wasn't sure because she doesn't like bold colors like I do. So she's more a, you know, navy, red, black, white kind of girl. Tan, old money look. That's her aesthetic, whereas mine more cottagecore hippie, you know? So they're two different, very different styles. I'm like, I don't know if she would like those, but they're only socks. Anyway, she saw a picture on my Instagram and was like, I want a pair. I'm like, I should have made them longer. That's okay. That's all right. I have more. Going flying. This one, I think, might become my sister's. This is a little more, yeah. Say Something 2.0 Comfy Cozy Knits. Oh, so pretty. All the colors in it. Oh, well, gee, I wonder why I like this color. They're all my colors, but she's a blonde. We're pretty close to the same. So these might become my sister's socks. Same pattern. All right. Sorry. Okay, take a drink here. Whenever you live alone, you never talk to anybody, and then all of a sudden you're talking out loud to yourself, I mean, to a camera, and you're like getting all croaky. Okay, so the Big Sisters project is done. If you're new here, I'm making 3 little outfits for a family that I know, and they've got 3 girls. They just had a baby in April, so I thought everyone always gives the baby gifts and maybe the other girls feel left out, so I'm gonna make them something too, so they all get something. So that started the babies. And where is this? Oh, I grabbed the wrong ball. There we go. All right. So I'm making the little ruffle jumper. What is it called? It's Knitting for Olive. I have made this one here. I'm making the little dress. I was thinking of doing the romper, but I don't know, like, unless I know the baby and I can like play or like measure, because babies are also different, right? Like, what if she's a long baby? What if she's a short baby? And then you make the gusset and the plus they're a natural kind of crunchy family, so she might be using cloth diapers, so she would need bigger. So I don't know. I just didn't want to do the romper. It's cute. It's so cute. I do want to make one, but I feel like I need to have the measurements of the baby before I do. So here I am. This is what I have so far. I'm making the 3 to 6 month size. with a 16, yeah, second size. But it looks so small. I don't know. It's so weird whenever you're trying to knit for other people because I don't know what measurements are. I don't have kids, so, and there's no kids around me really to like, you know, so I'm kind of like going in blind. I feel like it's really small, but she is only a month old now, so yeah, and you'll be fine. I just need to finish the dress part. You just increase every so many rows. And then I'm going to go back and do the ruffle. So there'll be a ruffle here. I made one for my niece a little while ago, maybe last year. But of course, for the niece, I did size 5. And this is just the baby size. And this is on Hobie Rainbow Bamboo. I'm obsessed with this yarn. Obsessed. I love it so much. And then after knitting this, I'm like, I want something in this. Oh, I keep looking at Ravelry. My ball just went rolling. So like, look at what other people have made. People have made dresses in this. Like full dresses for an adult. But I don't know, like, I don't remember. I have to look up more about what bamboo does when it's washed and how it like handles. It's not like alpaca. Alpaca grows. You never want to make a dress out of alpaca. Yeah, I don't know. I gotta look into that, learn more about that. But so far, so cute. Yeah, a little dress. And, you know, it'll be cool. She can wear it all summer and probably into the fall. Throw a little cardigan over it. Or put a little underneath actually would be better because with the ruffle. Yeah. All right, that is the most. I have 2 other works in progress, but that's the ones that have the most work done on them. I only have 3 weeks left here before I go home. So I need to finish priority-wise that little baby dress, which I will make my focus today. And the middle sister is a dime cardigan. So yeah, that's all I've started. Last time I asked you what you think yarn, and everyone was suggesting this, the colorful one. And it is even prettier wound up into a ball. I do not have a yarn winder. I would love to get one, but I have to do this all by hand. It's a pain in the butt. But it's so gorgeous. What is it again? I forget. I forget. It was, I got it in a box, I think. So Knit City, I think when they were doing the online thing, they had like a mystery box you could buy with a whole bunch of different yarns in it. So I got this in there, I'm pretty sure. Because I wouldn't naturally buy like this light of color. And it is really nice to work with. It's superwash. This one was not, so the BFL was not superwash, so it's just a little scratchier, but this is softer. And I honestly think it's gonna suit the middle sister. So the oldest sister is very like elegant and glam, so I think that will suit her, those colors. And this variegated, the little middle sister is the wild child. Now, what second child? No, she's not the second, but there's a boy. There's the girl, oldest girl and a boy, and then the second daughter. I can't talk. Anyways. My scattered talking like this is just what you get if you're here. Thank you to all of you who are watching me and keep watching me even though I talk all around the circle. And oh, I laugh at myself sometimes. I get distracted so easily. All right, so I need to finish the baby dress and I need to finish this a dime cardigan for middle sister. That's my priority, 3 weeks. I would also like to finish the second sock because I don't want to take this home with me, right? Like that's what I'm thinking. What am I packing to take home with me? I have projects waiting for me at home. You'll find out about that. I'm excited. But I do have yarn at home that I had planned to use this summer. So some silk linen yarn that I'm going to knit something with. It'll be a slow knit summer because I have some big projects that I want to do. So we'll see how much I actually get done. But I did cast on something for myself, and I did have quite a bit more done on it. But I tried it on last night. Well, not quite a bit more. I had maybe 1.5 inches done. And it was way too big. That's all I got so far. So I had to rip it out last night and start over. I am making the June top, which, I mean, the knitting world all knows about. Petite knit. Yeah, there's the back. We got a picture of the front. So it's just like a basic bottom up tank top, which will not be a summer tank top because I am holding 2 strands of mohair double. So it is thick. I did gauge swatch, so I went down in needle size. This is supposed to be on formula. My goodness. It is supposed to be on 4mm needles, but I'm making it on 3.75, and I got closer to gauge with that, and I was like, well, I don't necessarily want it to have negative ease, like a little positive ease is fine. So I just went with it. I was like off by 1. I think the gauge is 20 stitches, and I had, what was that? Okay, that was weird. That was really weird. Lights just flashed. Okay. Anyways, I was so close to gauge, I thought it didn't matter. Yeah, it did. It was huge. Way too much. It was like, it would have been giant. So I'm glad I checked before I did too much. So I ripped it out, and I was making the large. Now I'm making the medium. And I did put it on barber cords and try it on, and now it's much better. So I'm holding these 2 together. Ah! Okay, this is not my morning. Here, I could show you like this. So I'm holding a ball of white. Like it's it was also in that box that I got the other yarn from. Came together, the Knit City one, I think. I'm holding it together for the bottom. I'm going to hold it so it'll be marled for the bottom. And then I have the purple, the top will just be purple. So bottom marled, top purple, because I don't have enough to do it all like that. I didn't have enough purple to make the full one because I need about 4 skeins for this because you're holding yarn double, and didn't have enough. So I found that white yarn. I'm like, oh, let me just use this. What I'm trying to do, use up all my stash yarn. This purple yarn is from Comfy Cozy Knits. I've had it for probably 4 years, and I have planned several other different projects to do with it. I even started the Ponderosa sweater by Wool and Pine with it, and those cables were just not for me. Not yet, anyways. So ripped that out, and I just want to use it. I want to use it. I want to get it out of my stash and create something. So it's going to be a layering piece for the fall and spring. Definitely wear it with a cardigan to school. With skirts probably, so I'm not going to worry about making it super long. But it's bottom up, and bottom up is a struggle for me, but it's not my favorite, but I want the finished project. So and it's endless hours of stockinette, which is perfect for this time of year. Yeah, because I'm stressed. Teacher stress. Kids are crazy. Oh my word, they're wild. It's, you know, I mean, they're fun, but oh, the energy I need to keep up with them is just, I came home yesterday. I came home and I just crashed, crawled into bed and slept for 2 hours straight, and then woke up and still went back to bed. It's 9, no 10. It was closer to 10, but still. I know. Oh, so report cards are due. I'm working on a course. There's a lot going on. Plain stockinette knitting in the round is definitely what I need. So, okay, there we go. That's all I got. Oh, this are very rambly. What else is new? That's me. I'm rambly. Podcast. And yeah, I will. Yeah, one more podcast while I'm here. I think try to in 2 weeks update you. Hopefully I'll have that little baby dress done. And maybe the other cardigan. That's the plan. And yeah, close up all these projects before I head home so I don't have to, well, I'm bringing them with me, but obviously because I'm giving them away. But yeah. Okay, enough talking. I hope you all have a good 2 weeks and let me know what you are knitting. What are you working on? All right, take care.